Today I'm joined by Rex Minerals Hog Ranch Project Manager Cherie Leeden to discuss the project in Nevada and the company's recent news. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, firstly, what can you tell us about the Hog Ranch project so far and how things are looking?
They're looking really exciting. We're in the right address to host a world-class deposit, and Nevada hosts more gold per square kilometre than any other state on the planet. So it's a great place to be. I've been based in Nevada for the past 6 years. And during that time, I've assessed hundreds of projects. And out of all those gold projects that I've appraised, Hog Ranch is the standout. It's the project that I believe has the best potential to become a mine in the near term and has world-class exploration potential. A little bit of history about the project. It was mined historically by Western Mining Corporation in 1988 to 1992. And it became uneconomical around then because the gold price dropped to $350 an ounce. And at today's price of $1,800 an ounce, we believe that it's a real opportunity, and Hog Ranch will once again become a mine. In recent times, we've announced a scoping study at our Bells project, and Bells project for us is a near-term development story. The Bells deposit is 420,000 ounces, which is just a small fraction of our 1.4 million ounces. So we see Bells as the potential cash cow that could fund the development story for the much bigger story that is emerging at Hog Ranch project.
Now, I understand that the company's just started an RC drilling program at the project. Can you tell us more about this?
Sure. Our last drill program late last year was an instant success in that we were able to define additional ounces at that Bells deposit, and we were also able to change the category from inferred up to indicated. So this drill program, we're doing a bit of both. We're doing a little bit of resource drilling, and we're also doing some really exciting exploration drilling. We've defined some new targets, and the old timers back at Western Mining were very much focused on defining massive low-grade deposits at the surface. The Western Mining focused on 0.5 gram deposits sitting at the surface, and they weren't really interested in the deep, high-grade targets that represent the feeder zones. So this drill program, we're actually playing around with some of these high-grade feeder zones. We have some phenomenal drill intersections, such as at our Cameco project, where the rig is mobilising in the next few days. We've got 60 grams a tonne over a 6-metre interval that's sitting at 50 metres below the surface. So this program will intend to drill a few holes along strike of that phenomenal intersection just to see whether it's got legs, because at those kind of grades, you really don't need a large strike length to add significant ounces to the project.
Wow, there's a lot happening there. There's also been a bit of discussion around the heap leaching process for gold. What are some of the key benefits of heap leaching, and why has Rex opted for this approach?
Sure. Heap leaching is a processing technique which extracts gold from crushed rock via running a solution through it. Then you end up with the gold. And it's not really surprising that this is a new concept to Australians, because the reason why it's not really known in Australia very much is because our geology is vastly different in Australia back home compared to Nevada. The gold deposits in Australia, for example, are about 2 billion years old, whereas we've got very young geology, about 16 million year old rocks at Hog Ranch. So our rocks haven't gone through the same metamorphism and deformation and being messed up like the Aussie rocks. So that lends itself to being amenable to heap leaching, which is very simple, cheap processing technology. This technology enables 0.5 gram per tonne deposits to be highly profitable. It's attracted the majors such as Kinross, Newmont, Barrick, all to flock to Nevada, chasing these mega deposits that they're essentially mined like a quarry, even processed like a quarry. It just becomes an earth-moving operation. So we're very fortunate that Hog Ranch is amenable to heap leach processing techniques. We're getting recoveries of over 80%, very low operating costs. And in addition to that, we're fortunate to have a managing director in Richard Loughman, who has extensive heap leach experience. Richard's developed a number of heap leach projects in his career. So we've got the expertise as well as the deposit to be able to move this one forward.
Finally, what can investors expect next from Rex Minerals and the Hog Ranch project?
More drilling, hopefully a lot more drilling than we've already got planned. In my opinion, the more we drill, the more ounces we're going to define. We've recently doubled our land holding and land positioning on the back of some recent exploration. We believe we're onto a massive gold camp here. We're seeing ounces added every time we commit to a drill program. So in the coming months, I would like to see a two-pronged approach to our drill program. We certainly need to do more infill drilling of the known resource to increase that confidence from inferred to indicated and measured. And that will then feed into our feasibility studies, which feed into our mine planning and permitting. And then we also want to do the exploration drilling, which is the blue sky potential. And that's got the potential to add 1 million ounces is our exploration target. Multiple millions of ounces is the exploration target. That's what I'm most excited about. But the company is looking at advancing both in parallel, the permitting, the resource drilling, and the blue sky exploration potential.
Certainly a lot happening. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been great chatting, and all the best with the drilling.
My pleasure. Thank you.